Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny.
And today, I just wanted to re-look at Activision. It's an arbitrage play that Buffett is in, and it is looking more and more attractive as it goes farther and farther down with the rest of the market. We're going to talk about it. Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. You got any Activision?
I do not actually. I never got in on this arbitrage play. I'm fully committed on other things. I'm building out my Google and Meta shares right now. But
So
it is an interesting play.
I think I'm going to buy about 100 shares, just to kind of hold on to. Do you know who this guy on the left is?
Call of Duty, I can tell you that. What his name is, I have no idea.
No, I don't know what his name is. I'm just impressed that you knew Call of Duty. That was it. I don't know if he's the
I mean, he
person.
looks pretty badass, I gotta say.
No, for sure. Do you know? And then the old guy is Steve Jobs. All right,
Yeah,
next.
yeah, totally. He owns
So
Dairy Queen, I heard.
yes. All right. This is a weekly chart going back quite a long time to about the beginning of 2020. All right. This green arrow is where Microsoft announced what amounted to be, I can't remember, 70 billion something acquisition of Activision, which will be the largest acquisition within this realm, and which is why it's drawn a lot of scrutiny as should this go through, is a monopoly, yada, yada, yada. We'll talk about that. But after that happened, you can see that we found value right here, okay? We found value at about $82, and we've been trading sideways for quite a long time. The average being about 79, okay? Now, the buy price is not 79, but we'll get into what the buy price is. But essentially, institutions, banks are thinking 79 is worth the risk of it failing for the amount that you can gain. Okay?
Yeah.
Nothing
Okay.
has changed. It hasn't gotten more risky. There's no new information out there. There's some clickbaity articles that if you click on, there's no substance whatsoever. We're now down to 72 just because of the market. All
Yeah,
right?
I love it.
Now, this is supposed to be decided June 2023. All right? $95 strike price. That was at about a 20% discount using 79. It's now at 30. You would get a 30% return investing now, assuming that it goes up, or assuming that it gets approved
In 9 months, basically.
in 9 months.
That's aggressive.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that
solid.
get a couple of years of returns. Yeah, no wonder why Buffett's in this play.
Yeah, that's what we're going to go to. My man Buffett, as of June 2022, owns 9.5% of the company. Now, he did say, occasionally I'll see an arbitrage deal and do it. Occasionally it looks like the odds are in our favor, but absolutely we can lose money on that company, fairly large sums of money. It depends on what happens.
Yeah.
Right? Fair. Now, I wanted to look at odds of this working, and it is, to be honest, it's a complete guess. There's no way that you can actually know like what the odds are. But Barron's has it at a 60% chance.
Wow. That explains that discount because that is not as high as I would have expected.
Essentially, Microsoft is buying a company, their rival being the biggest one, Sony, is buying a company where it's almost has a similar market cap to its rival, and they just make games, right? Sony is sitting at like 80 billion, something around there ish. All right. One thing I want to look at. All right. If you look at, can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was this area where we kind of consolidated. All right. We're all the way down to 73. Now, nothing has changed. We are still at the exact same philosophy. There's no new information. We're just sitting here. We traditionally, other than this year of shite below 50, we're sitting at about 70-ish on average. Okay. Now, here, they had a really, really shitty earnings. Okay. That's why we had this big drop. All right. Theoretically, if you were to buy this and it didn't go through, I can see the stock going down to 55.
Okay.
Okay. Still, the risk to reward is worth it, and you can always do covered calls, get back to your buy-in price, You know, it's not great. Your money's going to be tied up, but a 30%
Yeah.
almost guaranteed if it goes through. That's pretty tasty. And more
It
importantly,
is.
Buffett's in it.
I agree. And like, you know, it's actually funny. I don't know if you ever saw this, but you know, Jimmy from Learn to Invest, that YouTube channel, he actually is in Activision too. He actually bought it simply based upon a valuation metric, I think in the mid 50s before this deal was announced. And then obviously he's continued to hold it through, you know, hoping for the arbitrage play. I have never looked at Activision Blizzard's financials, but they had a whole lot of scandal and negative news, right? So my understanding is that from a kind of a long-term value investor standpoint is that it was starting to get into the realm of reasonable valuations, which is probably why Microsoft moved on it and made an offer at that point in time.
Yes.
But yeah,
It is. It's also to
worth it.
mention it's the 11th largest holding at Berkshire Hathaway.
Interesting.
All right.
Probably worth doing a little more due diligence on the underlying business as well.
I'm good in due diligence. I'm just going to buy 100 shares.
Okay.
30% is quite a bit. It just seems worth it to me. It seems worth the risk. And if it doesn't work, all right, fine. I own Activision. Probably at 55 is what it is. I mean, I own Baba at like 138. It's at 70. I own NVDA
Yeah,
at like 140. It's at like 120 or whatever it is. So who cares?
exactly. So like I'm thinking that down in that 55 range, it actually may have been worth buying at that price, like regardless. Is my argument.
Yeah.
If yeah, I like I said without having done the due diligence, but you know, given what other people that kind of I respect their opinions have said of valuation in Activision Blizzard, and I know that there was enough drama there to create this buying opportunity from a long-term value perspective.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Give us a like and subscribe if you're going to look at this or take a look or invest. Thank you.
Catch you next one.